Hello, this is Master Daniel 96, and today I'm going to read you this Twitter thread from a person with the name Phil Szostak, and he's the author of The Art of the Last Jedi, and he also wrote The Art of the Force Awakens, so he does a lot with the art books, and I'm going to read you this Twitter thread, and let me just get into it quick, and here we go. And here's the beginning of the Twitter thread, and he says, "My first image I made for Star Wars The Force Awakens, this was January of 2013. Luke was being described as a Colonel Kurtz type, hiding from the world in a cave. I got a George Fabuloso on it to boot," and he quotes someone from Lucasfilm design supervisor Christian Alsman, and I'll see what I can do to my best to show you the picture. And hold up, hold on. Nah, don't move in too close. I'm gonna probably put you more where there's no light. Sorry about the glare, but that's kind of what the picture looks like, and I will most likely use that picture as the thumbnail for this video, and I'm definitely going to link this down below in the description, the Twitter thread, and sorry that I didn't have the editing software to, as some people would, put the picture up on the screen, but I will make this the thumbnail that you will see, and definitely I will put this down in the description for you to see, and so no worries. And here we go, and moving on, and at this point in the story, 30 years after the fall of the Empire, Luke has gone to a dark place. He always had this potential dark side within him, being that his father was Darth Vader, so he is really struggling with that. And then he quotes someone from Lucasfilm employee Doug Cheng, and that's from May of 2013, from the Art of the Last Jedi book. And I did do a video reading a part of stuff like that from the Art of the Last Jedi book, from early developments of the Sequel Trilogy, and definitely that I will probably link that video down below for you to check out for people who haven't seen it. And moving on, and then Phil continues with the thread. He ended up secluded himself in this Jedi temple on a new planet, and he's just there meditating, reassessing his whole life. Gradually, over the arc of the movie, he rediscovers his vitality and comes back to himself. Doug Cheng, and then that's from Doug Cheng in May 2013, and from the Art of the Last Jedi book. And then someone replies named Adam, and goes and has the Twitter handle Adam Lance Garcia. And then he says, "So correct me if I'm wrong, but it seems like Luke in The Last Jedi was fairly consistent with, or at least inspired by, Lucas's vision." And Phil says, "I would say so, yes. I worked on The Force Awakens pretty much the very beginning and was present at the January 16th, 2013 meeting at Skywalker Ranch with George Lucas that Christian mentions here, and that is described in greater detail in the Art of the Last Jedi book." And then the Adam guy says, he owns the books, and then just says how much he likes it and all that. And that's pretty much what I'd read to of the Twitter thread. And so pretty much with that Luke Skywalker concept art with him with the beard and then looking like a samurai master, because George Lucas liked that, and he put the Fabuloso stamp on it, just like how he did with that bell-shaped Jedi Temple concept art, as I talked about in my the other video that I did similar to this topic, and they had a meeting on January 16th, 2013 at Skywalker Ranch with George Lucas, and this was before J.J. Abrams came on to do when J.J. Abrams was announced. So, I mean, because pretty much, as you know from like early stages of it, I mean, they did plan to have George Lucas as a creative consultant, and he pretty much just walked away. And he says, and I think I remember George did say something like that in the Charlie Rose interview, I think. Because where Lucas said, they weren't, when he says about, they weren't keen to have him on board, and then saying he'll cause trouble. I remember, so I guess he was there, like in the early stages, as said. So I guess, George Lucas was trying to be the creative consultant, and as I said, he approved of that Luke Skywalker concept art and the bell-shaped Jedi Temple. And also, I mean, it is a pretty interesting, I thought. Like, I was like, oh, cool, kind of thing. I mean, I know The Last Jedi, I felt The Force Awakens was solid and set up good possibilities, and The Last Jedi just had missed opportunities that didn't take advantage of the possibilities they could do, and that's just a later thing for later to say. And as I said, everything will be down below for you to check out, and that's all I gotta say. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel, and catch you guys next time, and see ya.